Bienvenidos! Welcome! We are excited that you are interested in taking AP Spanish Language and Culture. We would like to provide you with some information about the course, the expectations, what the exam is like, and who should take this course. Who should enroll in AP Spanish? Students who have successfully completed Spanish 4 and have an interest in learning more about the Spanish language and culture, and are invested in improving their speaking, writing, reading, and listening skills. Students who have out-of-classroom experience with the Spanish language but have not taken Spanish 4 should talk to a member of the Spanish department. Out-of-classroom experience may include speaking Spanish as your first language or home language, or living in a Spanish-speaking country for a period of time. What do AP Spanish students study? The AP Spanish curriculum is based on 6 principal themes. They are global challenges to include topics such as the environment, economic issues, and human rights, science and technology, which will include topics such as the social impact of technology, ethical questions and discoveries and inventions, contemporary life to include topics such as education, travel, holidays and celebrations, and leisure activities, personal and public identities to include topics such as beliefs and values, multiculturalism and self-esteem, families and communities, which will include topics like customs, family structures, friendship, and love, and beauty and aesthetics to include topics such as perceptions of beauty and the visual and performing arts. What do AP Spanish students do in class? All classwork and homework exercises relate to one of the course themes and are either presentational, interpretive, or interpersonal. Presentational exercises require students to present information, which may include writing a persuasive essay on immigration or presenting research about sustainability, for example. Interpretive exercises ask students to interpret the meaning of a text or an audio, which may be understanding a podcast about a new technology or deciphering a graph about brand name preferences. Interpersonal exercises are meant for students to exchange information. An example activity could be a debate about ethical practices in the name of science. Much time is spent learning new vocabulary terms related to the themes. Some time is spent reviewing major grammar concepts, but for the most part, you have learned all of the concepts in Spanish 4. You will be expected to review some concepts on your own as needed. What is the assessment of the work that AP Spanish students produce? The majority of the grades for AP Spanish students are based on the progress that students are making in communicating in spoken and written Spanish, and the progress they are making in comprehending written and spoken Spanish. Writing, speaking, reading, and listening activities are assessed on an ongoing basis. There are some short grammar and vocabulary quizzes for each unit. Every unit will end with a practice AP-style exam, and a project will be completed to tie the unit concepts together and will require research investigation throughout the unit. What is the format of the AP Spanish exam? Half of the exam consists of interpretive, reading, and listening multiple-choice questions. You will interpret readings including articles and charts, story fragments, letters, and advertisements. You will interpret audios including conversations, reports, and interviews. The other half of the exam consists of the 4 free response items. You will have an interpersonal writing section, which will be to write an email response to a letter. You will have a presentational writing section, which will be to write a persuasive essay based on sources that you read and listen to first. You will complete an interpersonal speaking section, which will be a simulated conversation. Finally, you will have a presentational speaking section, which will be to present a cultural comparison. We practice these types of activities in and out of class frequently, so students feel well prepared when it is time for the exam. Why should you take AP Spanish? You have invested 4 years in learning this useful language. Why stop now? You are well on your way to fluency. College admissions highly respects study of a language at the advanced level. While this class is an advanced placement class, the workload is very manageable. You will be surprised and ultimately impressed with the topics you are able to speak and write about in the Spanish language. I know that I am continuously impressed with our students' abilities. I hope you learned what you wanted to know about the AP Spanish Language and Culture course, but if you have any additional questions, please feel free to seek out Senora Graham in room G209 or Senora Garcia in room B211, or send us an email. Thank you for listening. Esperamos que elijas nuestro curso. Gracias.